Most people think silence is weakness. They believe that if you do not respond quickly, explain yourself clearly, or defend your position immediately, you lose control. But Stoic philosophy teaches something very different. Silence, when used deliberately, makes you harder to manipulate, harder to pressure, and far more difficult to control. It is not the silence of fear. It is the silence of self-command. Manipulation almost never begins with force. It begins with urgency. Someone wants a reaction, a decision, an explanation. They want you emotionally involved before you are mentally prepared. This happens in meetings, relationships, arguments, and everyday conversations. The moment you feel rushed, pushed, or pressured, the real test has already begun. Most people fail this test without realizing it. They rush to fill the silence. They over-explain their reasoning. They apologize for taking space. They soften their words to avoid discomfort. And in doing so, they quietly give away leverage. The manipulator does not need to dominate you. You do the work for them. Stoicism offers a different approach. Not silence as avoidance, but silence as control. Normal thinking focuses on what to say next. Stoic thinking focuses on whether speaking is even necessary. The Stoics understood that power is often decided before a single word is spoken. Here is the first principle. The person who speaks first under pressure usually loses advantage. Urgency benefits the manipulator, not you. When someone pushes you to agree, justify, explain, or decide quickly, pausing forces them to sit with their own intent. Silence shifts discomfort back to the person applying pressure. It breaks their rhythm and restores yours. This is why calm people appear grounded. They are not scrambling to escape tension. They allow the moment to stretch. Silence creates psychological weight. It communicates that you are not reactive, not desperate, and not easily moved. That alone changes the balance of power in a conversation. The second principle is this. Silence exposes motive. People reveal far more when you say less. When you do not interrupt, they keep talking. When you do not react, they over-explain. When you do not reassure them, they reveal their priorities. Silence invites people to show their hand without you asking a single question. This is one of the most practical Stoic tools. You do not need to accuse. You do not need to confront. You simply observe. And what you observe tells you more than arguments ever could. Many people talk themselves into clarity if you give them enough space. If you find these ideas useful, consider subscribing to the channel. Not for motivation, but for clarity. Stoicism is not about feeling better. It is about seeing better. And clear vision changes how the world responds to you. The third principle is emotional protection. Manipulation only works when emotion takes the lead. Guilt makes you explain. Fear makes you comply. Anger makes you react. Approval seeking makes you overextend. Silence interrupts this process. Even a few seconds is enough to regain control. When you pause, ask yourself silently, what am I being pushed to feel right now? What happens if I say nothing for a moment? That question alone prevents countless bad decisions. Most regrets come from responding too quickly, not too slowly. The fourth principle is presence. Silence without presence looks uncertain. Silence with presence looks immovable. This is critical. Your body speaks before your words do. Still posture, steady eye contact, relaxed breathing, no nervous smiles, no fidgeting, no apologetic tone. The Stoics understood that authority is felt before it is heard. Presence communicates comfort with stillness. Comfort with stillness communicates strength. People are far less likely to manipulate someone who appears settled within themselves. Now we come to the mistake that destroys all of this instantly: over-explaining. The moment you feel the urge to justify yourself, pause. You do not owe everyone access to your reasoning. You do not need to convince people who benefit from misunderstanding you. Explanation is not clarity when it is forced. It is often submission disguised as politeness. Explanations are for those who respect you. Boundaries are for those who do not. Silence followed by a short, clear statement is stronger than any detailed defense. The more you explain under pressure, the more you signal uncertainty. Here is the Stoic upgrade. Say less than expected, then stop. Let the pause do the work. Silence makes many people uncomfortable because it removes their control. That discomfort often reveals their true intention. If someone becomes agitated when you pause, they were never interested in understanding you. They were interested in moving you. Another important truth. Silence creates time. Time creates choice, and choice creates freedom. When you respond immediately, you are reacting. When you pause, you are deciding. That difference separates those who are influenced from those who are not. Stoicism is not about winning arguments. It is about not being dragged into unnecessary ones. Silence allows you to choose which battles deserve your energy and which do not. Most conflicts lose power the moment you stop feeding them. This does not mean you never speak. It means you speak with intention. When you do speak after silence, your words carry more weight. They are clearer, firmer, more deliberate. People listen more closely because you have trained them to expect restraint, not noise. Final reflection. Silence is not about hiding. It is about choosing when your words matter. People who cannot be rushed are difficult to manipulate. People who are comfortable with silence rarely lose composure. And people who stay calm under pressure often decide the direction of the conversation without raising their voice. If this helped you, like the video and subscribe so these reminders find you again when you need them. And tell me in the comments where you feel the most pressure to respond quickly. Work, relationships, or family. Stay calm, stay deliberate, and keep your mind sharp.